What's up, guys? 26Nasty here. Hope y'all having a good day today. Today I'm going to be answering the question. A lot of people ask me when I play Super Smash Bros. They say, why do you only use Richter? Why Belmont? I got a couple points for that. So, jump straight into it. I started off using Marth. I was playing the last Super Smash Bros. I wasn't good at it at all. I got on the train late with that one. I was more into working and business at that time. A couple of friends of mine got together and said, let's run it. So this is before Smash Ultimate. We were running and I was using Marth. And I was so green to the game that I didn't even think to ever jump off stage to try to edge guard anyone. And they were letting me know that Marth had a tipper. And to fight with the tip of the sword, using at the perfect aim, perfect angle and range to be able to deal the most amount of damage. So by the time Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, I was already in sync with spacing. Marth got me right on spacing. So I started off in the story mode to unlock characters and whatnot. I found that was the fastest way, and I hadn't had Belmont, just running Marth, and thankfully I got him early in the game too, I think, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Marth, his skill set hasn't much changed since like Melee, same old Marth, and it's reliable. So after a while, a friend of mine, BJ, he said to me, he was like, hey bro, he came over, he was like, bruh, let's get online, let's ruin some of these guys' days, let's run double Belmont. We just gonna spam these guys out. Now, we're good players, we don't need to do this, but it was just to troll a little, be the bad guy, I'm the bad guy. So we got onto that, started doing it, and then he ends up leaving, so he goes back to his place and we play online, and we were streaming, and he said, let's do it again on these guys, see if we can handle it with no team attack. So we did it, and it was fun and it worked. Back then I ran teams more than I ran singles, and of course that's changed now. I don't think doubles is a place for pretty boys like Pretty Ricky. But it was very interesting, and it got good to me. I felt like Richter was Marth 2.0 in a way. He had a longer range, his forward tilt just like Marth's, except it's narrow, but about the same spacing, a little extra space, and it wasn't bad up close. It's fast, and I just got used to it. I felt like I could space people with Marth, but I couldn't force people to move like Belmont can force people to move. If you don't run up, Belmont throwing crosses and axes. See what I'm saying? So Marth, on the other hand, he's got to constantly run down, and I started to enjoy that with Ricky. I figured it was a lot easier to manipulate other players into fighting my fight. And I started getting good with the tools. So why Richter in particular? Richter was just easier to look at, He had better color schemes. Even though I like Simon's taunts a little better in the beginning, of course. But now I become one with Richter and whatnot. But his costume was easier to look at. Sometimes Simon can look a little Ganondorfy. Maybe that's just me. But the pros of running Richter, or Belmont in general, you get the spacing. You get to fight the fight without having to rush. You get to take your time, pick your shots. His projectiles, it's not hard to space them, to space people out, and the projectiles help. They help. It forces people to do something. You see that axe coming at you, you're either gonna block You're gonna run up or you're gonna run back, but you're not gonna jump. See the cross coming, you're either gonna block, you're gonna jump, you're gonna dodge. See the water coming, usually they're gonna back up. Usually they're gonna back up or they're gonna try to block it and catch it if they have those kind of reflexes. But if you mix them up nice, you come out with something really nice and pretty like my Belmont. And I'm happy with that. I can dig that. I can definitely dig that. So I use the projectiles to control the landscape. In terms of recovery, a lot of people say, oh, well, Ricky can't recover. Belmonts can't recover. I thought the same thing. But you know me, I'm committed. I picked up the Belmont Creed, fell in love with it, and I haven't switched since. I have not used another character. So I had to learn to survive. No, Ricky can't fly. He can't fly like Pit or K-Rool. He don't get 5 jumps like Kirby. And he doesn't have a super high up B. But it's alright. Because I noticed that when you're using Ricky, if you get knocked off the stage, here's the stage right here. You get knocked off the stage. This is Ricky. As long as you're not below the level of the stage, odds are you can come back. You dodge, double jump, and you lash. Catch the stage every time, no matter how far back you get knocked. Now, of course, the opponent can try to throw a couple hiccups in there. That's what they do. You know, they play hating on pretty boys and whatnot. But it's all gravy. But yeah, that's why I chose Richter. Got a couple nicknames for him, you know, Ricky Anna Jones, Richter Satchel Page, Richter Rondo from the 3-point line, Richter Vega Belmont. Oh man, I got so many days for Richter. I got good to me. It got really good to me. And I started naming all my moves, and apparently there's not a lot of good Belmonts out there. You know, of course you got Dom, and you got the one that I learned a lot from was Acetil. Acetil came in there and kicked my ass a couple of times. He wouldn't play all the time. He'd come in there, he'd see me doing good. He'd like, let me show you how to do better. He'd come in there and clean out the arena. And I got to pick up a lot of techniques from him. Picked up a couple from Dom too. And I made a couple myself. And one day when I get bigger, I'll teach some of my ways to you all. But that's for another video. But yeah, that's why I chose Pretty Ricky. So, y'all keep the questions coming. I'll keep the answers going. Till then, y'all be safe out there. Be sure to catch me when I stream Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Twitch at TTV26Nasty. On Facebook at Nasty the Gamer. Till then, y'all be safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next one.